All right, so I wanted to tell you guys about my near-death experience held testimony, and I think you'll find it very interesting. So, I was an addict for years, for 7 years, so much to the point that I was on Skid Row and in and out of treatment centers and overdosing, in and out of jail. It was just a really messed up lifestyle. But by the grace of Jesus, I am officially clean. I think I stopped counting. I think it's like 3.5 to 4 years, somewhere in there. But only by the grace of God. I could not do that myself. So, but yeah, I was an addict for years. And I've had a couple of overdoses. One of my overdoses was on Skid Row, and actually, that overdose, I was rescued by angels, and I can share that in another testimony. But right now, I want to talk about my second overdose, where I was pretty much me and my girlfriend at the time. She's my wife now, actually. We went and we got drugs, and when we got back home, we both used, but she had fallen asleep. And there's no telling how long she was asleep. I don't know. But she had fallen asleep, and I stayed up and continued to use. Eventually, I ended up face down on the ground, completely blue, not breathing. And something wakes my wife up. She looks down at the floor, and she sees me on the ground, face down, completely blue. And so she gets up and she's frantically screaming and crying. And she's calling down to our roommate to call the paramedics. She's trying to wake me up, but obviously I'm not getting up. And the thing is there's no telling how long I was on the ground for. I mean, seriously. I mean, because she was asleep. She didn't know I was there. So either God happened to wake her up the moment I went out, or I was on the ground for 20 minutes. I have no clue. But so I'm not getting up. I'm not breathing. And so she was a complete atheist, complete nihilistic, just wanted nothing to do with God, because her father actually took his, and he was actually a Christian. So she wanted nothing to do with Jesus. But this night, she decided, after I wasn't waking up, to get on her hands and knees and to pray to God, and said, if you are real, please wake him up. And when she said amen, I sprung to my feet. I mean, as if nothing was even wrong. That doesn't happen on these types of drugs. When you're out, you're out. And if you do get up, wake up, you're not springing to your feet. I sprung to my feet, and completely fine, completely normal. I'm walking around the room as if nothing happened. She's screaming and crying. I'm asking her why she's screaming and crying. She's telling me that I was just dead. Then the paramedics got there, and they gave me Narcan, and they proceeded to take me to the hospital.